The main reason I wanted to rewatch this film after all these years is to see where the show started, what were its strengths and weaknesses, and what lessons were learned from this specific entry. You can see Filoni and his team experimenting, trying to figure out tone, character chemistry, and that mythic serial style that Lucas always loved. I'm not a fan of prequels in general, as we already know the outcome, but something I've grown to appreciate with time is how they can work. This is an example where the knowledge of what will inevitably happen does in fact add to the drama. Take the Anakin-Ahsoka dynamic for instance. Though awkward at first, it does work. There's a warmth to it that hints at the mentorship and tragedy to come. Anakin starts the film seeing Ahsoka as an unwanted responsibility, but by the end, he sees her as a true apprentice, someone he respects, trusts, and is beginning to care about. Something that certainly gets challenged much later on in the timeline. Even the animation, as stiff as it looks now, was laying the foundation for the show's visual identity. The angular faces, the painted textures, the samurai-inspired choreography. All of which they would perfect with each passing season to the point where it's so hard to believe how far they've come. Even the Jabba the Hutt part of the plot, though he seems to remain neutral in the show because I can't remember if they ever bring up his alliance with the Republic, please let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, does already hint at the moral ambiguity that gets addressed in the series. That the war itself isn't as black and white as it seems. This isn't just good versus evil, light versus dark. There is so much that gets questioned. What is right? What is wrong? Ahsoka especially becomes the vessel that we follow as we learn about the complications and dilemmas that are addressed throughout the show. The movie's lighter tone would eventually give way to deep tragedy, politics, and even existential questions about free will. It's like watching an artist's first piece. It may be unpolished, but you can tell they were onto something. And it would later pay off big time.